What's up, guys? Mike's here. Alright, we're going to do another chapter of Way Departed, and now we're reading on chapter 5, and Cole had met Celil. That was Cole's girlfriend. Remember, Celil is the only character that's only from comics, not on the TV show. So I wish it would have been added on the TV series so that, you know, I want to see what her looked like, but I'm not sure if that's happening. Remember, it's only for TV series. I don't read comics that much because I'm not a fanboy. Alright, anyways, we're gonna read chapter 5 of the story that Tommy Anderson created. And it's called, and get out of the way, it's called Way of the Departed. It's about Cole and his scar and how he got there. All the riff and all these things that they have. It's looking at the Cole's perspective of himself. Let's do this. Let's just read this. Let's do this. Alright, here we go. Next morning, Celil asked me if I slept well. I lie and say that I did. She gives me a short tour of the town. It has changed a lot since we were last here. Ornate buildings have been built in the style and tradition in the Edo period. It reminds me a lot of Temple Injitsu, and the whole village has a lot more charm to it now. It all seems very authentic. When I ask about it, Celil tells me that some of it was authentic. It was brought here and restored from some decaying villages several hundred of miles south. I wonder what Patty Keys would make of this. Probably better keep it a secret. Or that poor old mailman will have yet another nail in his coffin. We really should talk to Cyrus Board and get him to develop something to help him out. We arrive at the dojo. Celil proudly presents it as a phantom dojo. I guess I don't respond the right way because she suddenly blushes and starts talking about how silly that name is. Now she means to change it. Her great inspiration is Nia. How she kept her identity secret. And the rumors of a Samurai X cave. I tell her about the new Samurai X and how no one knows who it is. Big mistake. She's all over me with questions I cannot answer. So I derailed the barrage of questions asking to see the inside of the dojo. Cole seems distracted. I feel foolish about trying to impress him with that stupid name of my dojo. But I think there is something in his mind. I am also just stalling that glowing scar on his face. He has been avoiding my questions about it, and it's obvious that it's not natural. That's why I want him to meet Jiran. He is my aide and my sparring partner. He's younger than me, but he seems to have an older soul. He's a bit of an enigma to me, but I trust him. He arrived here 6 months ago. He didn't talk much and seemed bewildered, confused, and aimless, like someone whose life has just been uprooted and needs to find a new direction. We are a welcoming community. My father insists on it, so we took him in and offered him a home and food in exchange for work. He renovates buildings for us. He turned out to be more helpful than we could imagine. Here it is now. He pauses as he enters the room and stares at Cole like he's seen a ghost. His eyes are filled with wonder. No, not wonder. I can't quite read his expression. It's not confusion either. There's a bit of surprise somewhere in there. Moment passes. I looked over at Cole. There is no particular reaction from him except he smiles politely. Jiran walks across the room looking long and intensely at Cole's scar. Then shifts his eyes to meet Cole's. You look different. The green catches Cole off guard. Have we met before? Do I know you? Cole replies. We met before, but we have never been properly introduced. When we last met, you punched me in the face. Cole's completely lost now. You didn't know my name then. You called me Chuck. I feel like I'm being hit by my own hammer. Hard. I don't recognize the guy, but I call the situation. It is the night of the departed, and I'm being held in these special chains that work on ghosts. I need to stop yelling, and I'm doing my best to reason with my guard. When that fails, I have changed my approach and persuade him in a different way. I have thought about the social many times since. I say the first thing that pops into my mind. It's not exactly clever. I know. I didn't know you had long hair. And, sorry for punching you. And calling you names too, I guess. Durant lights up in his mouth. Are you kidding? You free me. Us. Look at me. I am whole again. You can call me Chuck all day long if you want to. I owe you. I breathe a sigh of relief, but still don't know what to say. After an awkward moment, Syl cuts in, and I'm grateful for that. This is Jiran. He's our best carpenter, or at least our most agile. If you need a roof member, Jiran is your guy. He really knows how to swing a hammer, and he knows air jitsu. Smiling, Jiran looked at the hammer hanging behind my back. I guess that makes two of us. My head is flooding over with questions. But Yang was right. There was a person here who may be able to help. But how was Yang able to reach out to this place? Why did Syl want us to meet, and how did she know that we had a connection? Before I can ask, Syl asked about my scar again. She looks strict now. When I try to debate the question, she cuts me off. She wants to know exactly what it is. Jiran ships uncomfortably. My mind is racing. Do I come clean? What should I say? I hardly know anything, and this is way too personal. We stand there, and the tension is unbearable. Syl shifts her eyes to Jiran, like she is giving him an unspoken command. Jiran brushes his pale brown hair away from his face, and there it is. It has the same shape and placing as mine, but it's not glowing green. It looks more like a real scar. Is it a scar? It appeared on me after a few days after, he says. The others got them too. They aren't always there, though. They appear and disappear. It doesn't hurt when they are here, only when they come and go. It varies how long and they are too. I take my eyes off his scar and look him straight in his eyes. Have you had dreams? He does not like that question. Looks up at Syl with fear and guilt in his eyes. He hasn't told her. I need to go. I got some roofing to do, he stutters, and paces out of the dojo. Syl does not look happy. I do not appreciate having secrets about strange stigmatas, rude magic, and communal dreams roaming around in my town. We are not finished. She shouts me a scornful look and walks after Jiran. I feel pretty bad about myself. Outside, the sun shines warmly. I would enjoy it if I didn't feel so guilty. I spot Syl walking past between two houses in search of Jiran. I want to apologize and come clean to her, so I start to follow her, but she weaves in and out of narrow alleys, and it's not easy to keep up. Suddenly, Nana grabs me and pulls into the doorway. My scar illuminates the darkness in eerie green glow. It's Jiran. He hugs me as he leans out and looks up down the street. There is something else I need to show you. This is getting too much weird things going on here, and probably felt like I have no idea what was going to be happening. We don't know. We don't know when it's gonna go, when direction's gonna start. I don't know. I have no idea, and it starts to get a little crazy when I'm looking at it that way. Well, I'm gonna see you guys next time for another chapter of Way of the Party. Hope you enjoy a lot of things and keep on going. Alright? Bye, everyone.